I still think I have another minute or two, so I'm going to ask Dale one more question. I know that this comes up all the time. I'm a funder as well, so there are questions around why don't foundations just provide unrestricted dollars? Why don't would foundations, help us redo a website? What are your best practices around how to fund journalism? And how are you evaluating? And what tough questions are you asking?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we do general operating. We have, right? It's become a new best practice, but we've been doing it for a while. I think with journalism, just funding general operating or project for one organization is not the point in journalism. We're trying to create a whole new type of system. And so we are leaning on collaboration. We're not funding anything that's not collaboration in journalism space. There's a couple of groups that target certain groups, and we've been trying to help get them off the ground. But even them, it's like, who are you collaborating with? How are you sharing your stories? How is what was in print going to radio on our WOVU? How is what's reported at WOVU going down into print? Who's videotaping what? We just have to try so many different models. We are willing to invest, but we want to invest in innovation and new and content and what someone said, going out and talking to the community and building the trust with them. That's the type of stuff. So that may not be considered general operating. It is forcing groups, no matter where you are in the media landscape, if you're tiny, medium, big, to think differently. That's what we're looking for. Because if you're just doing the same old that you were doing 10 years ago, why would that just doesn't make any sense to us at this point. So I do change the question. Yes, we do general operating in general and everything else that we do. Yes. And many more foundations are doing that. And if your foundation is not doing that, you should ask them why they're not doing it. Because it is the best practice in the pandemic and since the pandemic, and it should be for the next 10 years. But for the journalism space, it's not just about general or project. It is about how are you providing different tools, different ways of building that trust and creating partnerships, different ways of aligning and collaborating with people who, by the way, are addressing the exact same issue you are. You are not alone in this space, especially in a place like Cleveland.
Dale, thank you so much. Tracy, Dale, Kinsey, Mary, thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who asked questions.